Welcome back to Mojo Grip. Today we're going to check out 5 single-engine airplanes to expect in the year 2021. These are both certified and experimental planes, and we did this list 3 years ago, and some of the planes that we thought would come out back in 2018 are just hitting the market in 2021. Perhaps the airplane that you've been waiting to fly is on this list, so stay tuned and make sure you give this video a thumbs up so more people can see it. The first airplane on our list today is the Pipistrel Panthera. Look no further, this airplane has been one of the most anticipated planes to hit the market. The Panthera project started over 10 years ago. As a matter of fact, the first time I discovered the Panthera project was 6 years ago, and I'd been following the airplane since then. The Panthera is a 4-seater single-engine airplane that's supposed to be fast and fuel efficient. Some of the expected performance on this airplane: over 200 knots in cruise while only burning 10 gallons of fuel per hour. Also, the Panthera is set to fly you 1,000 miles. This is while carrying 4 people. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and if you love low-wing planes, chances are you're gonna love the design of this airplane. Interior looks lush with leather seating, and you've got a full glass panel. The Panthera project has faced so many different challenges over the years, mainly with the power plant. So much so that Pipistrel decided to launch this airplane as an experimental. They're still hoping to be able to certify the plane, but as of right now, you can't purchase a Panthera as an experimental plane. The engine you're getting is a Lycoming IO 540, 260 horsepower, and that is coupled with a 3-bladed propeller. Whether you're just an enthusiast or you've been waiting for a capable 4-seater plane, the Panthera is one option to consider. The starting price for this plane, $650,000. The next plane on the list is the Sling Highwing. Many of you are all too familiar with the Sling aircraft because I fly one, and I fly the low-wing version of this airplane, the Sling TSi. The Sling Highwing has been highly requested, and it's basically a copycat of the TSi except the wing is above you. But the Highwing will also have a bigger cabin. The airplane will use more carbon materials, and one of the biggest differentiator of this airplane is the getting in and out of it. It's so much more easier to get in the Highwing than it is getting in the low wing. The Sling Highwing will also use a Rotax 915 engine, which has 141 horsepower. Coupled with the constant speed prop from Airmaster, you've got full automation. This airplane will carry 4 people comfortably while cruising at 145 knots true. Your climb rate, you still expect 1,000 feet per minute, and you can fly the Sling Highwing for up to 900 miles. There is no set price on this airplane yet because it is an experimental plane, and so you have to get a kit and build it out. But a fully loaded airplane is set to be around $350,000. Next, we have the Diamond DA50. The DA50 is another highly anticipated airplane that's been in development for many years. And finally, in 2021, you will have one if you can afford it. If you're already familiar with the Diamond DA40, it's a great 4-seater airplane, great trainer, and can be used as a personal aircraft. But the DA50 takes it up a whole notch. One, you get the extra seat so you can carry up to 5 people. The DA50 is also powered by a jet fuel engine, which means you don't need 100 low lead. Engine is a Continental CD300 with 300 horsepower. Also has a full FADEC system. So unlike its predecessor, the DA50 really has just a throttle. Some of the cool options you can get in this airplane: oxygen system, and you can also have de-icing system set up. The DA50 will burn only 9 gallons of fuel per hour while cruising at over 180 knots. Even fully loaded, you can travel up to 800 miles in this airplane. Now, the price you ask? You would need to budget a minimum of $700,000 for this airplane. The next plane on the list is one we've covered before, the Dark AERO 1. The Dark AERO is not meant to be a family plane. This is a speed machine. Only 2 seats, But with that 2 seats, you're traveling over 250 miles per hour. Useful load on this plane is 750 pounds. And with full fuel tanks, you can travel up to 1,800 miles. The Dark AERO one is powered by a UL 520IS, which is also a FADEC engine, and you'd have a performance constant speed prop from Airmaster, another part of the airplane that's fully automated. Flight ceiling in this speed machine, 20,000 feet. Now, we first featured the Dark AERO on the channel 3 years ago. At the time, they didn't even have a prototype for this airplane. But as of 2021, the Dark AERO one is expected to take its first flight. The price for a finished airplane, I would budget about $200,000. We've saved the best for last. One airplane you should expect later this year is the Bristell TurboProp. You heard that right. The light sport category will now get a turboprop engine. A Greek company named Heron recently tested a turboprop engine in the Bristell aircraft. Boosted to 130 shaft horsepower, we can only imagine the performance that you would get with such a light frame. And as you may already know, Bristell already builds the most luxurious airplane in its class. And just a year ago, they launched their model with the Rotax 915, which propels this airplane to get even more performance, mostly in the climb. Being a light sport aircraft, you're still limited to 120 knots. But on your climb out with the Rotax Turbo, you're looking at up to 1,500 feet per minute in your climb. Now fitted with the turboprop engine, you will be looking at a lot more in performance. So much so that any Bristell fitted with this turboprop engine will likely get into the experimental category, because chances are those numbers will outperform the limitation placed on the light sport category. Now, the price, we have no clue, but knowing that a brand new Bristell will run you up to $300,000, more than likely, it's possible that adding a turboprop engine will keep you within that price range or just a little bit more. And that is all we have for this video. I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure a lot of people can see it. Also, if you'd like to see more videos like this, please leave in the comments below. Again, my name is Mike. Thank you so much for watching. A great way to support the channel is to subscribe with the notification bell on, and I will catch you all on the next video.